Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. If you are new here, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. I like to do these videos pretty often. I'll compile a ton of videos together, give you a ton of cleaning motivation. I am in that mood. We are going into summer, well, really the end of summer at this point, and fall is around the corner. Holidays are coming. I'm in the mood to really just like deep clean and declutter. I've been doing that a lot lately. I absolutely love having cleaning videos on in the background, so I compile these videos hoping that it gives you just a little bit of motivation. Whether you clean with me, turn this on in the background and just listen to some good music while you're cleaning, that is my favorite way to get stuff done. Or if you just sit back, relax, and create a to-do list, don't forget to subscribe, stick around for a while. I would love to have you join the community. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be tackling quite a bit of everything. We are going to head out into the backyard. After breakfast, a load of laundry, some homeschool, a little bit of everything. We're gonna clean up a little bit in the house, and then we're gonna head outside and clean up the kids' play space. Just kind of get everything in a tidy working order. If you are new here, we have a lot going on in the backyard, so grab something that you need to get done. Start your day with me. Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. We have started our morning. It is 8:40, so we are getting ready to start school. You saw me just getting some things ready. I like to pull pages out of the little preschool book for my youngest as like his busy activities in the morning. We include him in everything that we do, but he's allowed to just kind of get down and go after we've done probably about 20-25 minutes of exercises that I do with him, and then I'll work with like math and reading with my oldest. So we start our morning with like coloring. Today I thought it would be fun to like make little books. I don't know if anybody remembers in your little, like they had like a huge rectangle on the page and then just lines and like create your own stories. I've really been into like verbally creating stories, so I love to capture those on paper. I like to save as much as I can or take pictures of it. We are playing with cars and monster trucks right now while mommy just kind of gathers everything. We made muffins for breakfast, and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2 if you are new here, so you're gonna hear my littles in the background. This is a typical morning. This is real life. I started a load. I need to pull the load from last night. I'd like to get outside and kind of just clean up their toys. Summer's here, like officially it's gonna be hot. So I kind of just want to organize. We got rid of their toy, like a sandbox. The sand is just a nightmare out here, so it was just like something I didn't want to deal with. It was gross and all kinds of problems. So we got rid of the sandbox. It was like toy storage, but it wasn't working. The rain kept getting into it, so we're gonna get like a massive like those storage boxes from Costco. But in the meantime, we're just using mommy's old planches because use what you got. I just kind of want to clean that up a little bit. We'll check on the garden, and then we picked some tomatoes yesterday. That was fun. What else do I need to do? So I need to fold laundry, kind of just tidy up the kitchen a little bit. My main thing is folding laundry and just kind of getting outside to clean up that area so that it's ready for summer. My husband is working on the backyard if you're new here. We have quite a bit of work to do. We have a delivery coming tomorrow of like massive tons of concrete and wood forms. He's gonna outline, it's gonna be like a border. I'm gonna try to film as much as I can. He's gonna border the turf. We're gonna put a lot of turf back here, a lot. So the kids have a really safe space to play. We have so many weeds and blackberry bushes. We've tried to get rid of them for like 2 years and we can't. They come back every year. So back half of the backyard is mommy's for the gardening and all those things. So eventually we'll have chickens and grass back there, but up front I want it to be safe and low maintenance for us and the kids and all that. So good morning. Grab some coffee if you haven't. We are gonna start school. I might vlog a little bit of it and then we will get our day started. So I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly reset the kitchen. Again, we made muffins this morning. I like to reset the kitchen every time we have a meal. Does this always happen every day? Absolutely not, but I always aim to reset the kitchen. I feel like when I'm in the kitchen probably all day with breakfast, lunch, snacks, you name it, there's always something going on. In the middle of being in the kitchen, I'm going to go ahead and change over some laundry. I had a mountain of laundry to fold. You guys see me folding probably about 1.5 loads of laundry. So I try to keep the laundry moving, especially if I have busy days like today where I have a little bit of a to-do list to get things done. I always like to make sure that the kitchen is tidy and ready for the next meal.
From the first time I saw ya, you were not like the others, a cool kind of melody. You rattled my cage without warning, kept it up right till the morning, a new kind of ecstasy. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah. Found a different side of me, like someone pretty neat, a different side of me, yeah. No stop signs, counting down till we take flight. It's how you make me feel. Yeah, yeah. Let's call in sick and be lazy. I'm all for doing what's crazy, 'cause you make it real, yeah. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah.
Now that I've gotten the laundry switched over, I'm going to go ahead and fold the load that was waiting for me in the laundry basket from the night prior. I did not fold it, and you know what? That happened. So I have quite a bit to do. My little guys were helping me, so I'm going to go ahead and quickly get that done, and then we'll move outside.
A different side of me, yeah, yeah.
So here's just kind of an overview of what we're working with. It was, I think, 2 days prior. We haven't been in the backyard in a while. Sometimes we play in the front yard. We had just kind of ran in the house. It got super hot and I was like, Mommy, we'll clean up the mess. And look, I didn't clean it up. So this is real life. We are in the midst of a massive backyard renovation. There's so much going on. My husband and I are doing probably 90% of the work on our own, and it's really fun, but it is a lot of work. So in the meantime, our kids' playset and everything is just kind of set down in the rocks, which will eventually be our lounge space. You can kind of see my fingers outlining where we are going to be putting turf. We're going to border it with concrete, and then the gazebo will go in the back where the flags are. So there's a lot going on. In the meantime, I just want to make this play space a little bit more organized. I recycled these shelves from my old greenhouse. It tore apart last winter. The shelves are super functional. They're great to have plants, and when we do start seedlings, I'm not going to throw them away. They work great. They live outside. It doesn't need to be perfect. Use what you have. Again, we're just kind of living through this transition until we will make our next project, a greenhouse next year. So I have no reason to get rid of this, and right now it's going to function really great as kind of like summer toy storage. It'll let the water drain, and honestly, it'll ease my mind knowing that the trucks have a place to live. So I'm going to do the kids' play space just to give it a little bit more organization or functionality. They dig for these trucks all the time. They get lost at the bottom of the bucket, so why not put them on the shelf? And then I'm just going to throw some dish soap all over the outside toys, like the basketball hoop, the table. We eat outside a lot, and sometimes just some soap and water will keep the ants away. So if you have little ones, you know. I forgot to bring out the outside brush that I use on these toys, so I ended up just using my hand. These toys have seen so much mud and rock. Literally 90% of our backyard is dirt right now, so I'm not too worried about anything looking perfect. I just kind of want to reset everything so they have a clean, functional space to play in.
I can feel that you're changing me. Day by day got me shedding skin. The layers are peeled away. Got me moving through time and space. Your magic can't be erased. Can't be erased. You found a different side of me, the one I'd like to be. A different side of me, yeah, yeah. You found a different side of me, like someone pretty neat. A different side of me, yeah, yeah. The one I'd like to be, a different side of me, yeah.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. The fuck's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me for I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? Option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, fuck it, I'm made this way. But why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me for I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'ma drink at this pace. Yeah. But say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Mm-mm. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you.
So that's going to wrap it up for today's video. We are going to head inside. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know this was a little bit different from our normal cleaning videos, but this is just a typical day for me. I am going to try to include a little bit more of these types of clips in my videos. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you on Sunday. Morning, welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday, you guys. It is almost Friday. If you are new here, my name is Becca. Today we are going to be tackling my kitchen and dining room, living room area, just kind of a super quick tidy up after dinner. I am in love with resetting my home after dinner. I cannot go to bed without picking up the toys and at least doing the dishes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We are going to tackle the floors tonight. The floors desperately needed to be addressed, so let's get that done. I'm going to go ahead and put anything away that was left over, and then we will not be tackling my husband's tools. I'm not going to even touch that. If you know anything about that, then you know my husband is working on a lot in the backyard and there are just tools everywhere. We had purchased some new tracks from Dollar Tree. If you have little ones that like Hot Wheels, go to Dollar Tree, buy the extension tracks. You get 2 pieces, the orange pieces. Cheapest place I can find them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start putting everything away, and then I'll wipe down the counters, do the dishes, and then we will tackle the floors. I always tell the boys to hang out with daddy after he gets off work. It's kind of like boys time. They have fun and I just get to do my thing, turn on some loud music. So let's get started. Okay, so wrapping up the dishes, we are going to move into just wiping down the counters. I've been wiping down the counters with just vinegar lately. Works great. The smell doesn't linger and it doesn't leave like a streaky film. I tried one of the Grove cleaners, and you guys, I was actually not as impressed as I wanted to be. I've thought about getting this subscription service for so long, and every time I try a different product, it just leaves this really heavy, thick film on the table or the chairs, and then my kids' fingers smell like an herb or a citrus, and it's just not something delightful for a toddler. So if you have any recommendations of cleaners, a multi-purpose cleaner, let me know down below. I would love to know what you use to clean your kitchen. now that the dishes are done and I've scrubbed out the sink, I do at the end of the night, I do like to actually spray down my sink with vinegar. I'll just let it sit in there overnight. It dries beautifully, makes the sink super shiny, and honestly, I think it smells great. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum the kitchen and under the table really quickly. I did not have time for a hand mop. If you are new here, I absolutely love to hand mop my floors. I say it all the time, but I get up close and personal with the floors and the baseboards. I just honestly, I wear glasses and I don't always see everything. You can see that our floor is like multicolored. It's different colored gray. There's little speckles of like wood in there, so you never know. Is it a crumb? Is it the floor? I don't know. So not to chance it, I like to hand mop, and honestly it just comes out so much cleaner. But we're working with what we have as far as time, and honestly sometimes I don't have the energy to do it, so I'm gonna go ahead and mop the floor. Give yourself a break when you're cleaning your house. Don't put so much pressure on yourself that you have to get everything done immediately. There is a time and a place for that, and today was not that day. So we're gonna go ahead and just mop the floor, make sure that I get behind here. My kids' toys fall behind her all the time. You'd be surprised how much fits behind this little dresser. And then I will go ahead and clean up their cart. So we are in a massive heat wave, and the excessive heat warnings is basically telling a stay-at-home mom or a mom that you are having a rainy day, you're stuck inside, and you kind of cycle through those toys that you don't normally take out, but you save them as like those rainy day activities, and cars are one of those. So I normally rotate my kids' toys. If you've seen any of my videos, I like to rotate their closet when I remember, and a lot of the cars are not always out, and today was the day that we took every single car out of the closet. So they had the best time, I had the best time, and honestly watching them put together tracks, I was like, you know what, we need more. You can literally just create so many different things with Hot Wheels. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you in tomorrow's video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. I would love if you stick around. I will see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. It is the start of another week. I am so excited to share this video with you. I thought it would be fun to start incorporating these videos. It is summertime. It is busy, go, go, go season. I am a stay-at-home mom of 2, and I love prepping things for the freezer, especially things that are just going to make our mornings or afternoons a little bit smoother. So if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I upload a ton of cleaning content, but I absolutely love cooking with my Crockpot. The Crockpot is my absolute best friend, but today we are just going to be focusing on breakfast and things that are just going to make our mornings go easier. Everything will be linked down in the description box as far as recipes, and I'll have those all typed out. So the first thing that I'm going to start with is a baked oatmeal. I actually saw this on another channel and I absolutely loved the idea of the baked oatmeal. So this recipe is from Pinterest, and again, I'll link that down below. I actually added maple syrup. I thought it would be a little bit sweeter. I would say don't add the maple syrup, cook it as it's intended. I used some cherries. We had some beautiful ripe cherries on hand and they needed to be eaten. Cherries go super quickly, so I thought those would be super fun to bake. I love the idea of putting this in the freezer, being able to pop out one square at a time, and just being able to put it in granola, eat it as is, take it on the go with the kids if we're at the park, or options are endless, honestly, and the fact that I can bake it in a sheet pan is a beautiful idea. So sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy the morning with me. So here's where you're gonna see why I say don't add the maple syrup. In true Rebekah fashion, I decided to add something to the recipe, but I was determined to just kind of play around with the flavor profile. I love the idea of baked oatmeal. My kids absolutely love breakfast bars, and if this is something that we can kind of tweak and make for us, then I will definitely make it work. So on one side I tried the maple syrup, and then on the other side of the pan I decided to do a larger sheet pan so that I could bake 2 batches at a time. I just added some fresh strawberries. Options are endless when it comes to the fruit, which is why I love this idea. It's kind of like having a banana bread recipe. It's something that you can kind of switch out the fruit as the seasons come and go, and honestly, this was so simple to throw together. The ingredients are typically things that I have on hand, so I'm gonna get these ready and pop them in the oven, and then we will start prepping something else. The bake time was a little bit longer, so I wanted to get this in the oven immediately. When you are doing a freezer or a meal prep day, definitely pick the things that need to bake the longest and get those out of the way first so that you can kind of just get your day going. Next, we're gonna go ahead and prep some waffles for the freezer. I have little ones, and these waffles will come in so handy on busy mornings or just days where I don't want to take everything out and cook over the stove. We do have a gas stove and it gets so hot in the house, and I just love the idea of being able to pop something out of the freezer, put it in the toaster, and then we can move on with our homeschool. We do homeschool, so it is kind of nice to be able to have breakfast on the table and just kind of get the day started. And if you have little ones, you know that they eat like 2 or 3 breakfasts between you know, the time they wake up and lunchtime. So super easy recipe. If you don't want to make them from scratch, definitely just pick up a box of pancake mix. It all works just the same. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to prep is going to be overnight oats. These are amazing to have on hand. It's nothing that we're going to be putting in the freezer, but it is nice to just have these for quick mornings, especially something you can keep in the fridge. You can make multiples at a time, and the options, again, are endless. You can use fruit in season, you can use dried fruit, frozen fruit, you name it. And when you're meal prepping, it doesn't need to cost millions of dollars. Meal prepping can be super inexpensive. I buy all of my jars at Dollar Tree. They are amazing. Every jar you see in this video is either recycled from pasta or peanut butter or purchased from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and throw in some Greek yogurt. I think I did about 1.5 cups of oats. We're going to make overnight oats and then chia seed pudding later in the video. I make these a little bit larger portions because my toddlers, again, they end up eating breakfast with mommy. Use whatever milk you like. I'm using regular milk. This is just what we had on hand. So you can use soy milk, oat milk, options. Again, it just tailor it to your specific dietary needs. I topped these with bananas. We had so many ripe bananas. We're going through that phase where no one wants to eat bananas right now. And then I just threw in some walnuts, some cinnamon, and then topped it with some honey. So next is going to be the chia seed pudding. Same idea with the overnight oats. I typically will make 2 or 3 of these at a time. The chia seeds, I typically only make 2 at a time. I'm the only one that really likes these. This bag of chia seeds, you guys, was under, I believe, like $8 or $9. If you are meal prepping, especially something that you know you're going to eat multiple times throughout the month or throughout the year, try to purchase things in bulk. If you can get them in bulk, it's going to save you money over time. Same idea here with overnight oats. I don't typically measure. For the sake of this video, I did about 5 tablespoons of chia seeds. Again, these portions are a little bit larger, but I do end up sharing my breakfast with my little ones. And they're often more tempted to try something new if mommy or daddy's eating it first. So basically, you're just going to want to do like a whatever ratio you have, just make sure it's covered in that liquid. So make sure the chia seeds have enough room to expand. They expand quite a bit and they create this delicious pudding. It's so good. I always throw in Greek yogurt and then some cinnamon. Again, we're gonna just use what we have on hand. And I'm gonna throw in some bananas and breakfast is served. It's so filling, and honestly, this is a great evening snack. It's a great midday snack or for breakfast. So these are something that I like having in the fridge. I'm not so tempted to grab something else. If it's already prepped, it's honestly one of those things you will thank yourself later for. Okay, so I've completed 1 batch of waffles. This is a new recipe that I was trying and I just wanted to make them plain. So I made 8 waffles and I absolutely recommend this recipe. It's really light and fluffy. They bake really well and we have since reheated these in the toaster from the freezer and they froze perfectly fine. So next time I will probably even double or triple the recipe, use blueberries, chocolate chips, you name it. Here are the bars. They turned out so good. I definitely recommend letting them sit the 10 to 15 minutes after they come out of the ovens just so that they can solidify a little bit. They were really good. I would recommend maybe cutting back a little bit on the salt. The salt was a little bit much for me and my little guys, but look at how delicious these look. These are going to be so great, especially in the fall. Imagine making these with pumpkin or apple. I'm just so excited that I have a new recipe and something that honestly, once you have a really great base recipe, you can kind of tweak for your family and it's going to be great. So I put these in a Ziploc bag, lined it with parchment paper, so I kind of had 2 separate stacks and it would be easier to take out of the freezer, 1 at a time, 2 at a time. Again, this would be great over oatmeal and yogurt by itself as a bar. These are great snacks to take with us when we go to the park. So I don't think that this would be a freezer meal prep video unless I did peanut butter and jelly, and it's perfect timing because my kids are obsessed with the Uncrustables. The price per box is ridiculous. You get maybe like 6 sandwiches and it's more costly than actually just buying the ingredients for like the entire month or 2. So I took an entire loaf of wheat bread and I just did peanut butter and jelly, and then you'll see me do peanut butter and honey. My mom always made us peanut butter and honey sandwiches and they are so good. And yes, it's really simple to make peanut butter and jelly, but when you're eating outside at the park or your kids randomly want to have a picnic outside in the front yard and play in the water, it is so nice to just pop 2 of these out of the freezer an hour out before. You know, pack up whatever you're going to take with you, or if you're randomly have somewhere to go, you have something that you can just kind of carry with you. It will thaw on its own and it's amazing. The one thing I would recommend, and I learned this from Kimmy from She's in Her Apron, is to put the peanut butter on both sides and then put the jelly in the middle, and it freezes beautifully. So I'm going to go ahead and make those. I do have a it's like the Uncrustable stamp. It's coming in the mail. It didn't make it in time. You'll see me here struggling trying to make the little imprints with a fork and some cookie cutters. A for effort, but it did not work. So I'm gonna go ahead and just prep these, and then I'll prep the peanut butter and honey. And you guys, again, this is just all about convenience sometimes, so give yourself grace when you're in the kitchen. If you're prepping, there is never anything too silly to prep, especially if you're saving yourself time to be with your little guys. Okay, so the next thing that we're gonna prep are breakfast sandwiches on English muffins. These were so much fun to make, and my little guys even helped me. They are so good. We've probably eaten maybe 3 or 4 of these. They reheat beautifully in the microwave and even in the air fryer. If you're gonna go ahead and reheat these, I recommend just wrapping them in a paper towel. And if you put them in the air fryer, I open the sandwich up so that it heats through thoroughly. So I'm just gonna cut up some cheese and just cut up some green onions, and then I will whisk all of the eggs. I decided to scramble the eggs this time instead of cooking them one by one. One, to save a little bit of time, and that's what meal prepping is. Meal prepping and having these things put together sometimes is just saving yourself a little bit of time and doing each egg one by one. I had a lot that I wanted to get done today, so scrambled eggs it is, and you know what, it didn't mess or alter with the taste of these sandwiches. So I do actually keep spinach on hand, and I love to throw spinach on breakfast sandwiches. So that's another option to kind of brighten up and add a little bit of extra nutrients into these sandwiches. You'll see my little guys here were so intrigued, and they were super excited to help mommy scramble these eggs. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get these eggs cooked, and then we will start packaging the sandwiches. And you will see me put some of them in Ziploc baggies. Those ones are the ones that we determined anybody getting a sandwich out would know. If it's in a baggie, it has no onions on it. And if it was wrapped in parchment paper, then it had onions on it, the green onions. So we have some that are fans and some that are not, so keep that in mind. I like to put them in Ziploc baggies or parchment paper, and then inside a Ziploc gallon bag. They freeze really great that way. Here's how the sandwiches turned out. Again, this is something that saves so much money. If you look at the prices per box for these sandwiches or a sandwich at Starbucks, which I frequent all the time, you guys, these sandwiches are like $5. It's astronomical how much they cost, and to prep these, it's way more cost effective, and it's gonna save so much time on busy mornings. So I am super excited to have these in the freezer. I think the next round, like I mentioned, I'll probably end up doing bacon and sausage and kind of switch it up a little bit. So I'm gonna get these into the parchment paper, put these in bags, get these into the freezer. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this morning's video. It was so much fun to make this video, and honestly, it was so nice to just take a few hours out of my day and get everything prepped. Aside from filming, cooking, and prepping, putting everything away, in total was about 2 hours. Filming makes everything a little bit longer, but I promise you, those few hours that you take out of, you know, your week or your month, you will thank yourself for later. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be uploading a few more videos. I plan on doing one for lunch and then one for dinners. If you have any suggestions or anything you'd like to see in the future, let me know down below. I will see you in the next video.
Last night, I saw your arms around somebody. I never thought it'd be so hard, yeah. Even though I'm the one that broke us apart, yeah. Now I'm seeing her, watching you. Never felt so lonely, babe. I wanna be there next to you. I keep missing us, miss your touch, missing your body, babe. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Come back to me, come back, baby.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday morning, and I don't have too much to do today. My Sunday reset goes up tomorrow, so by the time you see this on Monday, I have a lot of extra content, so I might be uploading every day this week. Subscribe if you are new. We are gonna be cleaning mine and my husband's bathroom, making the bed. I'm not doing laundry today. It's already 11:05 and it is hot. It is so hot. New here, we live in a really small town. I have 2 little boys. We live on about an acre and we live in a manufactured mobile home. If any of that interests you, stick around. I'm so excited. I love things, especially if they are on sale or clearance. I popped into Dollar General because we threw up the pool and we have just like this little inflatable pool. I think it's on sale at Costco right now. It's great. Made it through last summer, so I wanted to scrub it. I bought a little brush. We brushed it down with like some soap and water. They had these little tiny potted plants. You guys, these were 50 cents and they're so cute. I'm not a fan of like live plants in the kitchen. I can't with bugs like where I'm cooking and I'm not really great at keeping them alive inside. Outside's another story. I'm doing the dishes. They were 50% off. They were like $1. From a sport, we have my oldest in a sport on the weekends and it's really warm, but my husband is working outside, so I thought that I would take some time to just kind of get things done that I can. So I want to tackle our bathroom, tackle our bed. I vacuumed everything yesterday. I actually might kind of wipe down our appliances like the washer and dryer. You guys, I can't remember the last time I did that, or mop the floor in the laundry room, #RunMomLife. So I'll do a really quick hand mop. It's really small. We live in a manufactured mobile home, so it's not a very large space and a lot happens in that laundry room. There's always somebody coming in and out the back door and laundry. So if that interests you, don't forget to subscribe and like this video so that I know that you like this kind of content. And if you subscribe, it's completely free to you. You'll just be notified when I do upload a new video so that you don't miss those. I would love to get to know you. Don't forget to leave a comment down below.
car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake now, you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine?
this is 27. It doesn't matter what I've been through. I should
Okay,
go
so I'm gonna
out.
take a little mini break. I just fed the kids lunch, and before I tackle the laundry room, I'm just gonna do a really quick spot mop and just kind of wipe the appliances down. Nothing serious. I looked in the fridge. We're going grocery shopping today. We normally go tomorrow morning. We have a lot to do. We're making so much progress. I'm really excited to show you guys another video. I wanted to meal plan really quick. I've been watching a ton of meal prepping videos. My sons are super intrigued. I used to do this, not that, but I've been binging her videos for like 3 days. We found a ton of recipes we'd love to do. So I'm gonna start with a breakfast one. I'm gonna share a lot of those recipes with you. Some of them are hers, some of them are mine. So I just thought I'd share our meal plan. So Sunday is always a crock pot. Monday we're gonna do crock pot enchiladas. I have chicken in the freezer, super easy. I only need enchilada sauce. And Wednesday we're gonna do noodles. Thursday I have a kielbasa sausage. My sons want cabbage, so anytime they ask for a veggie, we get it. We're gonna do that with sweet potatoes. That's one of her like sheet pan dinners. It looked so good on the video. Friday, Saturday, we're gonna do ground beef tacos. We usually do tacos, nachos, whatever the kids want. And then Sunday, we'll probably eat out. Normally we do that on Fridays. So I'm gonna throw this little list. I always keep this book in my purse. Anytime I need something, I just write it down. I write like 4 lists before I get my final one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything ready, do the laundry room really quick. We'll go to the grocery store. Maybe I'll take you guys with me, and then after that I'll probably do a grocery haul in this video instead of doing it on Sunday. So hang in there with me. Okay, so super quick grocery haul. We picked up some Mountain Dew. My husband was intrigued by this flavor. Turns out he said it was actually not that great. We picked up cranberry and cran grape juice. Those are always great to have on hand. Half and half. And then we picked up the Faye Greek yogurt. We use that on everything. My kids adore Greek yogurt, especially with honey. It's like the sweetest snack. They love that. My son decided he wanted to pick out some radishes. We've been watching a ton of meal prep videos, and my kids actually like sitting with mommy and watching them. So anytime they pick out a veggie or something at the store, we pick it up. Picked up some mint, some cilantro, some green onions, spinach, cucumbers, sweet potatoes. And then my husband actually uses the avocado spread on his sandwiches. It's just easier for him during the week. My sons love these apples. They're actually really good. They are super crunchy, so it's kind of like a chip for them. My husband puts these jalapenos on these sandwiches that he makes, and my kids love them, so we needed some more. We picked out some snacky items, and then we picked up ground beef, turkey breast, pepperonis. I'm going to be doing a meal prep video. It's going to be kind of like breakfast geared. I'm so looking forward to just having a freezer full of breakfast items. It is so hot outside, you guys, and I don't want to turn on the stove every morning to make eggs or pancakes, so I would love it if I could just have things in the freezer, like some of these little mini pizza bites that we're going to be making. We picked up a ton of fruit. We didn't need that much. We got quite a bit at Costco last week, so just kind of like some filler fruit, and anything that we see on sale, we definitely will pick it up. And I end up freezing probably about half of the fruit that you see here. We put it in shakes, I bake with it, you name it. I was making an enchilada casserole in the crock pot. Again, it's hot, so dump and go is my favorite season right now for summer. Anything that I can just put in the crock pot, set it and forget it, is my favorite. We picked up some odds and ends like pickles, and my sons were infatuated with these pizza chips. I was out of foil, press and seal, and parchment paper. I plan on doing some breakfast sandwiches, so I don't typically pick up parchment paper, but I needed some for that. I'm going to go ahead and start on the laundry room. If you don't sanitize your laundry basket, definitely do that, even the clean and the dirty ones. This is our clean basket, but my kids often play with this basket, so it's always a great idea when you remember to wipe down your basket.
I'm not emotionally sound since I left you. And no, I don't like to be the bad guy. I won't be surprised if I'm the last one out. But I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down, down, down. Yeah, I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip somehow. 27. Start the music, kill the silence. Let my mind rest. Pour a drink cause it's effective. Can't seem to get my head around why I left you. And no, I don't like to be the bad guy. You know I don't lie, I really miss you now. But I had you where I wanted you, never had to ask. I'd set the world on fire just to get it back. I don't know how it feels to be someone you love, and it gets me down. Yeah, I had you where I wanted you, had you by my side.
Don't forget to subscribe so that you get notified every time I do upload a video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I hope you know that you're doing amazing. Don't forget to give yourself grace when it comes to your home, and I will see you in the next video.
Be someone you love, and it gets me down. I let it slip somehow. Oh, I let it slip somehow.
Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be tackling mine and my husband's bedroom. It is desperately in need of a really great dusting, and we're going to be tackling baseboards, door trim. We're going to be flipping or turning over the mattress. I didn't have the time to flip it over, but I'm going to go ahead and rotate the mattress. We're going to vacuum behind the bed, under the bed, all of those things. So if you are in need of some deep cleaning motivation, you are definitely going to find it here. My name is Becca. I am a stay-at-home mom of 2. Don't forget to subscribe if you are interested in anything that pertains to mom life. I throw it all in there with a ton of cleaning content. So stick around, grab some coffee. It's Tuesday. It's still an early start to our week. Let's get something done together. I'm going to go ahead and finish dusting, and then we will move on into the rest of the bedroom. This corner was so grimy. There was just so much of the dust from the door hinges here, and I'm gonna have to come back and scrub it with something different. The dry dusting was just not doing it. So when you are dusting, especially if you're working in a larger space, like if you're dusting an entire bedroom, make sure that you don't change your linens until after the fact. So you'll see me dusting the ceiling fan and everything else, and then I'll go ahead and change the bed. So I would have naturally, if I was doing the ceiling fan, like say in our living room or something like that, or something over a dining room, I would throw an old sheet over the sofa or throw an old sheet over your dining room table just to kind of protect it and collect any of the residual dust. Top sheets work wonderful. Fitted sheets work amazing over your sofa just to catch anything that falls. Definitely don't want to double your laundry. So I'm going to go ahead and do the ceiling fan. You'll see here it was so gross. These ceiling fans collect so much dust, and it's often one of those things that we forget to do.
You say you don't wanna be a thing, but I'm not the one who's calling. I'm tired of waiting for you to change into someone who can love me. But you play me like there's no tomorrow. You should know that I'm fed up with your lies, so don't come closer. You know you hurt me bad and I have scars. I need some time to heal, so don't come over. Don't even bother calling, just get lost. I'm fine on my own, so don't even bother to come back, cause I ain't done. I'm fine on my own. Boy, you pretty little lies are getting.
So now that we're done with the ceiling fan, I will take everything off of the bed. I'm going to throw that into the washer, and then I'm actually going to just vacuum our headboard and vacuum the sides of the bed. It doesn't collect too much dust, but it is something that I do like to do every now and then, especially when I remember. If I don't remember, then it's just kind of out of sight, out of mind. I had a little bit of extra time today, so anytime I have an extra 10, 15, 20 minutes, those minutes count. And I just decided to focus on our bedroom today and not focus on any other part of the house. So if you have days like this, definitely just confine yourself to one space. get as much done as you can and try to touch that room one time so that you're not going, you know, back and forth 4, 5, 6, 7 times doing a little thing here, a little thing there. Sometimes it's easier just to confine yourself to that space, do what you can, do a deep dive in the room, and you'll thank yourself later for it. So I'm going to go ahead and start a load of laundry with everybody's linens and then get back to our room. We absolutely love rotating our mattress. My husband is the one that will always flip the mattress over. That's definitely something I leave for him. But today I just thought while I was going to be vacuuming behind the bed, I might as well just turn it. And it just takes a few extra minutes, but it is something that you definitely kind of notice. If you rotate it often, it honestly feels like a brand new mattress. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to take the mattress protector off, throw that in the wash as well, and then just kind of start vacuuming around the bed. Later this month, I think I'll have time to actually have my husband disassemble the bed and vacuum completely underneath the bed, but that was a whole nother task for another day.
Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head, don't feel my spark between the chores and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
So we have a sign that goes above our headboard, and if you're wondering why there's this massive gap between our wedding photos, this sign I put up with command strips. My husband told me to wait, and I did not. He was actually going to find the studs to put it center on the wall, and lo and behold, the command strips did not hold, so that is actually underneath our bed. I definitely want to get that back up, but for now it's just going to be like this until I finish painting. I would love to do an accent wall in the back. I'm thinking of a darker green. I know that sounds absolutely crazy, but I think it'll look really good. I actually found this wallpaper, and the wallpaper is kind of like beadboard, but it's not a forever commitment of putting and gluing beadboard onto the wall. So I'm excited. I have some really fun plans for this room. Let me know down below, are you the type of person to put nails in the wall, or are you a command strip person like I am? I definitely am super indecisive, so I like to move things around, and I am not the type to just put a nail on the wall and hang something up because I'm like, wait, what if I change my mind? So let me know, do you use temporary solutions, or are you okay with just putting holes in the wall and hope that it stays there forever?
Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts.
So I'm going to go ahead and close out the video here. I'm going to quickly vacuum out these chairs, and then I will work my way into the bathroom. Just take a look at how much this vacuum pulled up from our room. It's pretty gross, and honestly, I'm sure if I did a second vacuum on the highest section of this vacuum, I'm sure I could pull up more, but we're going to call it quits for today. I love this vacuum. There's 3 different suction powers, and it works tremendously on my carpet, so I'm super happy every time I get to clean out the canister. You guys, there was just so much dust in our room. So it always feels great when you are able to do kind of like a deep clean or a deep dive, reset, whatever you want to call it. Find the time to do that sometime this week in any room of your home, whether that's your kitchen, your bathroom, your bedroom, your living room. Trust me, it feels amazing. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, wow, it feels clean. These are the things that you don't really notice, or they tend to go unnoticed, but I promise you, dusting our entire room felt like it gave our room a new life. So I'm going to just quickly touch up the mirror and the sink and the counters, kind of like the hot spots, and then I will call it quits for the day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gave you some motivation to tackle something in your home today or sometime this week. Don't be so hard on yourself. Take it one room at a time, one drawer at a time, whatever pace is for you when it comes to cleaning and taking care of your home. I hope you guys know that you're doing amazing. I will see you in the morning's video, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new here. Thanks again for spending some of your day with me. live in the transition. Not everything has to be perfect right away. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca. So today we are just kind of get into everything. Today is the first day that we don't have a ton of errands to run. We've been just kind of going. That's why I didn't upload a video on Tuesday. I have a really slow morning. My husband went to go get coffee, so that'll probably be my second cup of coffee. We're gonna do homeschool. I'm gonna start cleaning a little bit. I do have a video to edit to go up tonight. I'm going to do that a little bit before we start school, just to kind of finish a little bit of it. And then we'll just kind of see what we get into. I will take you guys along with me during my day. If you are new here, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. And I upload a ton of cleaning content or just mom content. Honestly, I'm just going to start saying that because I just want to include whatever I do during my day. So I'm going to get myself dressed just to kind of stay home. We might run one errand later. And then yeah, we'll just kind of go throughout the day. So if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. I do upload on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Let's get our day started. So typically on days like this, I do like to wrap up the kitchen. I do try to make it a point to reset the kitchen after each meal. Does not always get done, but I especially do it for breakfast and dinner. I do not like to leave the dishes piling up. It's honestly just easier for me and less overwhelming. So I will try to reset after homeschool. I used to do it right after breakfast, but I find that it just kind of flows easier once I get the boys done with school and everybody's settled down and they have an activity to play with. Kind of gives me a little bit more free time to wrap up the kitchen, and then I'll work on things that I need to get done. I like sitting at my desk because sometimes my desk is the table. So today I made it a point to just sit at my desk and just sort out a few things for YouTube, finish a video, I'll pay bills, make appointments, look at next week's school plan, and just things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, finish up what I need to do. We did decide to run a super quick errand. I wanted to see if I could find some curtains for the kitchen, and I also wanted to find some mattress protectors. I haven't been able to find them recently for my kids' new beds. They are in bunk beds now, so we are almost out of the toddler beds, which is so sad. So we just popped into Big Lots. I didn't really find anything too exciting. I found exactly what I needed, so I'm just gonna show you a little bit of what they had. I always will stop at the clearance section. They always have some really cute items. Nothing that I needed to take home today, but it's always fun to see what you can find on sale.
might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. All of the things you did for me, it seems like you're dropping clues. There's no need to rush, so let's just take our time. Dropping everything, 'cause you're stuck on my mind. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but
How cute would those lamps be just kind of nestled in a corner in your kitchen? They were so warm and cozy, and I loved the frame of this photo. So moving on into the curtains, the actual curtains that I have in our kitchen window are completely see-through, which I love because I like looking out into the backyard. And they're almost this style. They're very sheer, but they actually don't block out any of the sun. And it gets rather warm in the kitchen, even though it is a relatively small, tiny window. I wanted something that was still going to be a little bit light and bright, but a little bit heavier, just to block out some of the natural sun. So I was looking at these two, and I ended up going with this lighter version. They're a little bit thicker, I'll show you later in the video, but they do a great job at keeping out majority of the sun, but still something that I can see and enjoy the view out to the backyard.
We were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. So just sit with me, talking through the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think you were meant to be with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go, come closer next to me.
So we're back home. We found everything we needed. Of course, I'm gonna finish my coffee from this morning. I decided that we were gonna do a crockpot dinner, something super simple. Again, this is a sports night for us, so I just wanted something to be hot and ready as soon as we walk in the door. I can make the rice prior. So I threw a ton of beans, I think 4 cans in total, with kidney beans and 1 can of white beans with a ham shank. It was already cooked. And growing up, my husband and I, my mom, both of our moms would make this meal, and it's just kind of like a comfort food. So it was nice to make that something super simple. Throw the seasonings in of whatever you like. You can buy them pre-cooked, or you can buy the ham hocks that are raw and they cook with the beans low and slow, and it's such a simple meal. But honestly, it is one of the most comforting meals. So I'm gonna quickly throw that together. So I have actually never used a pre-cooked ham shank before. This one had like a smoky flavor. I do prefer to actually use the raw ham hocks. They actually, for some reason, I think they stew down better, but this worked out. It turned out pretty good, and it was honestly nice to just try something a little bit different. Opening these curtains, the valance, the 3-tier valance at the very top, I was actually a little surprised. It's a little bit longer than I had anticipated, so I'm gonna have to cut that and hem it with the like fabric tape. I'm just gonna make it super simple, but I'm gonna throw everything in the washer and then I'll put those together later. I'm gonna try these waterproof things. If you're new here, we just got bunk beds for my kids like a month ago, and my youngest is still transitioning out of his toddler bed back here. Once we can get him in this bed fully, it's pretty high off the ground, then we'll get rid of the toddler bed and I can finally decorate their room. I am not a fan of hanging things like above their bed area, so this wall, can't figure out, this wall over here is gonna have all of their toys, and we picked out all of the stuff at Hobby Lobby, but I just don't want to purchase it and store it until we're ready to like actually put the bed in its final place in the room, bring all of their toys out. I want to put like a little table so when we do school and like totally redo this room. So for now we're just kind of living with blank walls, but it's okay. It's okay to live in the transition. Not everything has to be perfect right away. I like having mattress protectors on our beds. I have one on mine and my husband's, and I wash it all the time. It's great. So I'm gonna test them, make sure it fits in case I need to go back and get a bigger one. They do have twin beds, but I know sometimes twin and full can get kind of mixed up, so hopefully they fit. I'm gonna throw them in the washer, and I actually need to take my son's car seats apart. Those need to be washed. We've been traveling a lot, so they're grubby.
To be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes. shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it, you can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like.
Okay, any moms out there, let's talk car seats. Car seats have to be one of the most, I can't even explain it. Car seats are so incredibly difficult to clean. You have to have like 15 different little brushes or attachments to your vacuum. You can see I'm literally just like jamming the vacuum into all the nooks and crannies. And yes, it's easy to say, you know, hey, my kids don't eat in the car, but that's just not me. If my kids are hungry and we're going somewhere or we're on a long trip, then guess what? We're all gonna eat in the car because everything can be cleaned up and it's super easy. Is it easy to clean out the car seats? Not all the time, but when they do need a deep clean, it is definitely a labor of love. So I'm super happy that I got that done. I'm gonna go ahead and take out these little tiny tension rods. You guys, these curtains I put in here, oh gosh, probably like the second week after we bought the house, and it was a ton of panels that my sister-in-law gave me, and there was this one sheer panel and I desperately needed something in this window. So I cut up that one panel. I cut it so short and I cut it in half and we just made it work, and I never replaced it. So here I am. I'm just gonna go ahead and try putting them in the window. They came out of the dryer a little bit wrinkled, so they need to be ironed, but I was just so eager to see how they looked. They actually turned out really cute. I wish I had space for the valance, so I'm trying to figure out the correct length. I am again gonna have to trim it and just make it a little bit shorter, but for now they work, so we're just gonna live with it.
So much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off.
So you can kind of see at the top of the window, there's really not that much space. It would completely close off the window. So I'm not quite sure if these are going to be here full time, but throughout the summer they're going to work. You can see they block out quite a bit of the sun, so I want to get some tie backs, but they are a lot better at blocking out a lot of the light. When it starts hitting that super hot weather, I don't want to be standing in front of the window. Here's how dinner turned out. It turned out great. We served it over rice with fruit on the side. It was really nice to have leftovers for a few days. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit of everything. Stay tuned for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday uploads. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you have an amazing week, and don't forget to give yourself grace. Rebekah. If you are new here, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2. I upload a ton of cleaning content. This week we're on a roll, so I'm just going with it. You guys seem to be liking the everyday uploads. I skipped Wednesday. Wednesday typically is like my day off. I don't upload on Wednesdays, but maybe I'll start incorporating that. I'm not sure. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video. If you are returning, thank you so much again for spending any portion of your day with me. It really does mean a lot to me. I feel like I'm hanging out with you guys. I like the casual like cleaning videos sprinkled with a little bit of what I do during the day.
Yeah, I know that you're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. Sorry, the noise, I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. You're gone now, but you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination. I'm thinking you were made for me. Isn't it my birthday yet? Cause I gotta say, you're looking like a gift for me. Wrapped up nice and neat, baby. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with our bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on my list of the things I love, love, love. You could be the one I trust. For the second chance, I say I'm nothing for us. I like it all with the cherry on top. Be one of the things I love. We don't have to move so fast, baby. I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right here we got so much time, looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy. We'll be here dancing day and night. Get in my groove now, don't be shy. Cause I got this list of my favorite things. You could be the part where it all begins. You could be the first and the second and the third and the rest of it. You could be one of the things I love. Sunday morning breakfast with my bedroom door locked. I like everything that has a cherry on top. Get on to tell the truth. No one else can see you like I do. All you ever do is say how far you wanna go. Baby, I can tell it's just for show. Every